and she's thrown another off of a high place. He didn't throw her. She got taken by the monster. Okay. Alright, so before we start talking about Mama. Okay, actually, hold on. Let me do that real quick. Now I know where to cut the video. Okay, before we start talking about Mama, we should probably talk about Django Unchained really briefly. It was good. Go watch it.
It was awesome. Go watch it.
Okay. Now it's Mama. I liked Mama.
I did not like Mama.
I thought it was better than some of the other movies I've seen this week.
Then it was better than all the horror movies we saw last year, except for Sinister. It was better than those, but it was very disappointing. It was not the movie I was hoping for.
It's better than a movie of a similar type and genre called The Unborn. The Unborn is basically kind of the same story like this, except it's way stupider.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't think it was happy, but it wasn't stupid.
No.
It wasn't a stupid movie.
It was a good movie. It was maybe not a great Del Toro movie. Well, okay, keep in mind. It was a good movie for January. It was too good for January.
If it had been released any other month,
I still enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I thought it was good.
I would have enjoyed
Okay,
it
but
more
first-
if certain people had not been in the theater, you know.
God, we had a loud theater, didn't we?
All of them. What are you doing? Fucking laughing and
God, they would not shut up.
yeah.
And then the people behind us started crying at the end. It wasn't sad. I mean, it was sad, I guess.
So the little girl did die?
Yes. She turned into moths. Okay, so now that we've spoiled the ending, plot and characters. Jamie Lannister plays a guy who killed some business partners and his wife, and then took his daughters up to the woods to kill them too.
And
But he got eaten by a monster. And then Jamie Lannister, as Jamie Lannister's brother, looks for him for 5 years, finds the daughters, decides to take him in, falls down the stairs, goes into the coma. His girlfriend / wife / whatever the fuck she is.
Life partner.
Life partner has to be their mom, and she doesn't like it, and then she does. And then at the end, stuff happens. And it was good. I liked it. It was creepy.
Really hilarious special effects happened.
Yeah.
I thought the monster looked cool.
The monster was cool.
He looked cool.
She was suitably creepy and disturbing in every possible way. And there was the twist where, you know, the ending you thought was going to happen didn't happen. And then the other ending you thought was going to happen didn't happen. It was kind of a mixture of the two. Yeah. But it was not the movie I was hoping for.
I was thinking Paranorman for a second when she was looking at the baby skull.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, ah, fuck this, get shit. I'm gonna take the living girls.
Yeah.
And then she only takes the little one.
That is exactly the joke that happened in Scary Movie 3. That scene, word for word.
I've never seen any of them.
No, that scene where
I
proud
saw
of that.
Scary Movie 2, the one that was mostly a parody of The Haunting. I liked that. I actually did like Scary Movie 2. I thought it was funny.
Scary Movie 3 was the only one I liked. It was because that was the one that was making fun of signs. And the 8 Mile parody.
Hey, you can't make a parody of 8 Mile.
I love that movie.
It was an awesome movie.
That's why
You can make a parody of anything. Oh, look, I have my Gopher hat.
Please don't touch me with your cigarette.
Speaking of parody, I don't know, because I kind of, going into this movie, I kind of knew what it was going to be.
I went into it expecting it to be pretty shit. I liked it.
I wasn't expecting it to be bad, and it wasn't bad. It was a good movie. I would have enjoyed it more if we weren't in the theater with other people.
I liked being in the theater with other people. Their reactions were hilarious.
Their reactions were annoying.
Well, so there was that one point, like, there was like a shriek, and was it in the movie or was it in the audience?
Which point?
I was near the end. They were in the house, and like the girls were there. And
When she took possession of the one chick?
no, I think it was before
Yeah, you
that.
started laughing when that happened.
Oh yeah, she did look kind of fucking funny.
She looked like she had something wrong with her.
Okay,
She was possessed.
you know,
No.
you know the way that a lot of Del Toro's monsters look? They kind of like the high-arching cheekbones, sort of like...
Kind of like they've got downs.
Well, not downs, but like kind of like high-arching
They're
cheekbones.
moon-faced.
But kind
No,
of-
Moonface is weird.
Yeah,
They
but
kind of
it's
have the elongated
half-
face, the chin. The
Like
eyes are
really
big,
super
but
dark?
they're sort of slender.
But her eyes weren't big. They were kind
That's
of
imagine that person looking like a woman in a business suit in a turtleneck
with hair.
with blonde hair, and then it's like as soon as because here's the thing about this monster, it was the concept's creepy, everything about it's creepy, but as soon as you this is a monster, you really didn't need to see the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the okay, so she had these really long, creepy fingers, and then the
Yeah.
actress playing her were those prosthetic fingers, or did they actually find an actress with really long, creepy fingers?
I have no idea.
That had to be prosthetics. I mean, those
Because
fingers
they were
were-
just too. The whole thing had to have been prosthetics because she was too skinny. It was all CGI.
Yeah.
Which is sad because Del Toro. The thing about Del Toro is he's really good when he doesn't use CGI.
Yeah.
He's really good when he's really good like the one thing I really liked, I think was it Samael from the first Hellboy movie. That's almost all completely animatronics. It's not like there's very little CGI in that character. Everything about it's so cool because you swear it is CGI, but it's not. It just looks so it looks just so animated
Yeah.
and so alive, but most of it is CG. The tentacles and everything on Samael are CG. This, however, this monster I couldn't really accept it in this universe because whenever it showed up, it felt foreign.
Yeah.
I think that was intentional.
I hope so, because otherwise he just missed the whole plot of that.
Well, because it's Guillermo del Toro doesn't really do horror movies. He does kind of weird, dark fantasy movies, and if you think about this in terms of a dark fantasy movie, it does make sense.
This seems,
But
this seems to me like it was actually Pan's Labyrinth rewritten as a horror.
I've never seen Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth. It's kind of the same plot except
No spoilers. I do want to see it.
it's basically I'll just go over the basic plot line. It's basically like it's set during the Spanish Civil War and it's a little girl trying to escape, and essentially the little girl is sort of like the children in this movie, except this time the little girl is using this fantasy universe to escape because her father is dead, her mother is marrying this really scumbag member of like the government forces. So it's like her life is sort of like she feels not in control of her life, and her stepfather's an abusive jerk. It's basically a sadistic jerk, basically.
Yeah.
And then so basically she just uses this fantasy world to escape, where she's the princess, and she has to have dealings with this fawn. Oh, the fawn. The thing. Actually, that's what I was saying. The monster and Mama actually kind of looked a bit like the fawn, except the fawn actually looked much cooler. This thing just looked really kind of stupid,
CG.
stupid and
I didn't
CG.
think it was good. I didn't. She wasn't.
I thought the movie was really creepy. It had really good atmosphere. It was creepy.
Yeah, the atmosphere was good. He really built it, and then he just kind of threw things in there to scare. Those jump scares kind of were.
Yeah, I think the jump scares didn't get to me.
No, but everybody else
There
in
was
the
one
freaking audience.
One that did kind of make me jump a little. That was when she was standing there with her arms open, and Lily went to her, and then Victoria was like, "Don't look at her, she's angry," and then she suddenly jumps towards her.
Okay.
That was a little,
I think for me it was actually the psychiatrist in the cabin.
No, that wasn't the one that got me. Which one was it?
Speaking of the cabin, so Jamie Brother #1
Okay.
shows up, appears to Jamie Brother #2 in a coma dream and tells him go to the cabin. He goes to the cabin, but there's nothing in the cabin that helps. What was the point of telling him to go to the cabin?
Well,
The thing that could have helped was not in the cabin. It was in a storage locker. And it didn't help.
It wasn't in a storage locker.
It was
in an archive type warehouse.
Yeah.
It was
remains.
it was like a lost and found for like
Dead things.
for asylum patients. But I
No,
think
it was a lost and found for a graveyard.
I think that's kind of what the big thing about this movie is. It just feels like a bare bones. Like,
Yeah, he had the basic idea, and he kind of just didn't flesh it out enough.
yeah, like we had because it's Del Toro. I mean, we expect more from him.
Yeah, maybe that's why it was so disappointing, because I was expecting more from it than I got. And then
I think that's why I wasn't disappointed, because I saw Guillermo del Toro and I thought, oh, it'll be awesome. And then I saw January, I was like, okay, nothing awesome comes out in January. So I went in with really low expectations and they were met. So I think that's why I'm happy. Maybe.
Well, because Pan's Labyrinth, Academy Award-winning film, right? Yeah, and then we had two Hellboy films, which, by the way, rank among my top superhero films of all time.
But they're not gonna as good as Quentin Tarantino's Deadpool.
that's true.
That's not a real movie, but it
But
should
it
be.
would.
Thank
be
you for not
awesome.
getting the joke.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, well, you do an excellent job, Richard.
Yeah.
I ruin jokes.
Rosie. Okay, let's talk about the characters because we just kind of skimmed over the
I
plot.
like the characters.
The characters were my favorite part of this
Characters
movie.
were
Everybody
great.
was cool, except for the stupid doctor because he was stupid.
felt like
Jamie was useless. Both Jamies were useless.
Pretty much, they show up and then they disappear for a while.
Well,
And then they show up and then they get knocked out.
One's comatose for the end of the movie, one's dead for most of the movie.
And yeah, and then when he shows up at the end, he gets hit by the thing, and then he falls, and everybody thinks he's
Everybody's
dead.
dead and he's
And then he's not dead, but it's like, wow, you were completely useless, Jamie.
seriously.
Thank
what
you for
is
that, Jamie.
the point of view.
But I do like that the trailers made it look like he was going to be like the main character, but in reality,
I
he's
knew
the
that it
chick
was
that's
going to
the
be
main character.
from the whole
Yeah.
beginning.
I liked Annabelle.
The kids were the thing that I was most surprised about because you'd think they'd be creepy kids like in Sinister, and they were creepy,
To an extent, but they were also cute and
and they
funny.
evolved.
They were little
And they acted like kids.
Yes, it was amazing.
You'd almost think it was written by somebody who's met a child. People who meet child, take a note, Hollywood. If you're gonna write a child, make sure the people writing it have met children.
And interacted with them over extended periods of time.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Very important.
Especially that trailer, you know that trailer one, that trailer for that movie Dark Skies?
I want to see that.
Oh,
It looks
It said the producers of Paranormal and Insidious, and guess what else the producers of Paranormal Activity and Insidious made? Sinister.
that's true. That did make sense.
And guess what all three of those other movies of Paranormal Activity, Insidious, and Sinister have in common? The bad guy wins.
Yeah.
So guess what I think is going to happen in Dark Skies?
The bad guy's gonna win.
God, but I watched that. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for that movie.
I didn't have high hopes for Sinister.
Because every
I
time,
also didn't have high hopes for...
I want to see it.
but the part that gives you in that trailer is every time like they start, it's like, oh, they can't come down. They're playing an epic game of Modern Warfare 3, and then
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
love that the first thing you went to when they said that was like, there's no save button in
'cause-
Modern Warfare.
because they say, well, that's what they make save buttons for, and it's like, there is no save button in Modern Warfare 3.
I was like, there's no such thing as a save button. There's a menu button, and from the menu you can get save in some games. In other games you gotta find a save point,
This is-
and other games save automatically.
We are living in 2013. Parents should know how their kids' Xboxes work.
But they don't use the Xbox. The kids know.
No, because you know what? There's a new thing. There's a new thing actually. Apparently, I heard on Reddit. Apparently, parents, there's this thing going around saying, parents, whenever you buy your kids a new console for Christmas, be sure to take it out of the wrapping and download all the firmware updates so that everything's ready for them when they open it on Christmas Day
Yeah.
or their birthday or whenever you buy this. Which I mean, I think is fair because Christmas Day, kids are popping open presents and they don't want to wait for like a firmware download for like half an hour or an hour.
I think they should. It will teach them patience.
Builds character.
Leave them patience for another day. It's Christmas.
Well, they have the cleanup to do. They can be cleaning up while it's downloading.
Yeah. Or they could be unwrapping their other presents.
True.
Think of something that I forgot what it was.
Well, we got way off topic, didn't we?
Just a little. Let's back to the movie.
Back to the movie.
I liked it. What were Sarah's words?
Sarah agreed with me. The kids were sympathetic. I liked we both liked the kids. We were both disappointed. Vastly disappointed.
I liked the kids.
I was not scared. If it's a horror movie, I expect to be horrified. I was not horrified.
Well,
This is why I don't like horror movies. They rarely horrify me.
you weren't horrified by Sinister.
No, but it was still creepy.
So
It
this
was
movie.
Sinister.
I haven't liked any horror movie since Twilight.
That was a horrible movie.
Hence the reason I don't like any more horror movies since Twilight.
Yeah, that's the most horrible movie I've ever.
That movie.
Well, I don't know. The last one was pretty horrible too.
Did you
Hey,
see?
apparently Michael Sheen was fun.
Michael Sheen's always fun.
Yeah, he is.
I loved him. I know people hated the new Tron movie, but I actually loved it just because he was in it.
I didn't
That
hate it.
scene-
I just
I
thought
like
it
the
was
new
boring.
Tron movie.
I like that scene where he's in the nightclub and he's just shooting lights. We're getting off topic again.
We get off topic all the time. I think we've exhausted our words for Mama.
Because there's not much to say about it.
What's there to say?
It was creepy.
I just think because it's like
The
a
monster was cool. The
It was a
characters
very
were
atmospheric
likable.
movie.
This sexist bitch actually liked the female character.
I did like the female character. I had never liked females. Females irritate me, and they're always badly written.
this
Yeah,
one
they
was-
are.
And the females who act in them do not act the women like women. They act like teenage girls.
No, that's the problem. They act like the problem is that they do act like women. The thing is that they act like women, like people think that women act. What you should do, and what they did do in this movie that makes a good female character, is that you make them a character who happens to be female. So the fact that she's female informs her character, because her big conflict is that she doesn't want to be a mom. And then these girls come and she's not happy about it. And then Jamie too falls down the stairs.
And she's forced into a situation where she has to adapt.
And she adapts.
Yeah. She has personal growth.
She has a character arc.
But I wonder, how are they going to explain to the police the disappearance of the aunt and the little girl?
The aunt kidnapped the girls. And
Ghosts.
she took them and ran off the cliff. Ran away.
Except they'll find her body in the cabin.
Well, there's gonna be no explanation of how the hell it got that way.
You know, they didn't actually, the movie stopped before they left the forest, so for all we know, Jamie too and Annabelle went and took her body and tossed it off the cliff so they could just say they both died. She took the little girl, she jumped. We managed to save Victoria, but we couldn't save poor Lily.
Oh, and there might have been,
man.
there might have been a ghost that looks like Slenderman, but whatever.
We're not going to mention that. We don't want to be taken to the crazy farm.
Yeah. I like the motif of the moss.
Why is it whenever a horror movie just is like, it needs an idea, why does it just immediately go to asylums?
Because asylums are creepy places.
Well, they're creepy places, but
Especially ancient asylums.
bad stuff happens in a lot of different places. I mean, asylums are great and they're nice and atmospheric, but bad
They didn't go to asylums in Sinister, they went to home movies.
There was never an asylum in there? There was never an asylum in sight.
Nope. There was a lawnmower.
There were car fires, drowning in lawn chairs and pools.
Yes. That movie was cool.
The lawn mower was the
Best.
And it was the best.
And you didn't see most of it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I was both disappointed and pleased.
Let's see. I was thinking because I discovered that if I upload them to Facebook, the green along the bottom, it doesn't show up. But I have to edit it, and I can only edit it from YouTube, and I don't know because I could edit it in Windows Movie Maker, but that format doesn't work for YouTube, and I don't know if it'll work for Facebook.
You guys experiment. Just like upload this to Facebook and then like.
But they don't have edit tool. Do they have edit tool? I don't know.
Well, like upload this to Facebook. What you usually do, and then before you do, make a copy of it, and then try to see if Windows Movie Maker will work with the copy.
Okay, when you upload something, it does not delete it from your computer.
Well, I know, but upload it in case something goes wrong, you have a backup.
Well, it's still on the camera.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, make backups and then just experiment.
Yeah.
That's usually what you do,
Or I guess I can edit it in Windows Movie Maker because that'll tell me when to put it for the start and the end times for YouTube, and then I can so that I know when to cut them on YouTube, and then I'll see if I can upload the edited version from Windows Movie Maker to Facebook. So yeah, playing TikTok for you. And somebody has no idea how to use the internet.
Anyway, Mama, 3 out of 5 jump scares. That's my rating.
3 out of 5.
Since when do we rate the movies? We just tell you whether or not we like them. I liked it. They didn't.
I'm gonna use
I
it.
did not like it. Wasn't as entertained as I was hoping to.
I'm taking.
If you're curious to see it, I would see it.
Just see it with other.
If you're not curious, I wouldn't see it.
Okay,
DVD.
if you don't. Okay, whenever you see trailers for horror movies, and
I don't discriminate.
it always has like those.
Or VHS.
And the trailer always has a lot of dark shadows and people looking down hallways and families going, oh God, what is that? Or some dark entities coming to chase up. If that trailer does not entice you, you're not gonna like this movie.
Seriously,
Yeah.
a lot of that.
It's literally just
Staring at closet doors.
and staring at closet doors.
And closing them,
If you
and then coming back later to look inside.
if you
When
read
you're alone.
Okay, there's a trailer I want to discuss.
Oh, let's.
World War Z.
Oh my God.
I love that book. One of my
It's an
favorite
awesome
books
book.
ever.
We heard the movie was.
The zombies in World War Z do not run. Max Brooks has spoken at length about how little he likes running zombies.
They don't make sense.
And because they're not scary.
No.
The zombies in the trailer for World War Z were running. I'm going to
Quickly.
see the movie, but I have a feeling I'm going to be very angry with
It
it.
doesn't look. The trailer makes it look like they did the movie wrong.
Yes.
We're not going.
They
in
should,
with
it
high
should be
hopes.
a mockumentary, because the book is like an oral history.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, what I've heard of the book is that like it's supposed to be an actual documented historical document.
Yes, an oral
It's
history.
a man interviewing survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like,
But this thing looks like it's just following
One section of the
Brad Pitt and his family, and then he seems to be some kind of expert zombie killer.
That doesn't make any sense. There were no expert zombie killers in the book.
No,
it could be-
the book goes, the zombie killers, they suck, then they get better. This looks like he's an awesome from the beginning.
well, it also, I think it also might be he could be a war journalist too.
Well, that's how they said that they were going to do it. Originally, it was hinted like that's how it was going to be, but the trailer does not look like that. It looks
Oh.
like the Day the Earth, no, not the Day the Earth, War of the Worlds.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it looks like.
But that's not what the book is.
That remake of World War with Tom Cruise.
And-
the more I think about it, the more I don't like it.
Yeah, normally I
Yeah,
try
I
not to
like
get pissy at movies that differ from the source material, because the movie, in the end, the movie should stand on its own. But
Not with something like this.
Yeah.
You can't differ it that much.
yeah,
You're
basically
There's a
what they're doing, it's, you'd think maybe they're just going to do one story from the whole, because I mean you can do that, but the thing is that they're not staying consistent. You need to stay consistent with the universe of the book. That is the big thing. If the universe is consistent with that of the book, the tone is more or less. I mean, I like The Hobbit,
you
but
still get the whole sense of what the story is without
having to read the book.
exactly.
Well, the issue though is that also like slow-moving zombies for the type of trailer. I think I get the feeling they did it for the trailers.
I hope so.
No, but you
because
see, the
that's-
thing is, you
no.
can have slow-moving zombies in trailers and look awesome. Like that one where the zombies are swarming over a bus and making it fall over. That was cool. It did not look like they were running in that scene. You can do just ones of them just swarming en masse, which happens a lot in the book. You don't need to make them run to make it look exciting. Zombies should not be running. It makes it... Because first of all, it doesn't make any sense because they're decomposing. So if they're running puts more stress on your joints so that they would be falling apart or easier. Second of all, it looks silly. It's not
It doesn't look silly.
scary.
It looks stupid.
It's fast zombies aren't scary. The thing that makes zombies scary is that they are slow and methodical.
Well, slow anyway.
And methodical. They
they're
will
not
go for
methodical,
you
they're
and
just-
they will not stop until they have killed you, or you have killed them, or they have lost your scent. That's the thing. Zombies
Or they-
don't stop.
or they
They
get
don't need to
distracted by-
run because they don't have to run.
Or they get distracted by a bush or something.
Yeah. That's true. Smell a rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Kinda
but
looking am I the only one who's looking forward to that stupid Cold Bodies, Warm Heart movie?
isn't that a zombie love story?
Yeah.
I want to see that because I think that's going to be a piece of shit.
It is going to be a piece of shit, but
I think
it's
it's-
one I want to watch.
That looks hilarious.
Doesn't it?
That looks like
Hilarious
I have
for
not
that.
seen any trailers for that. All I know of it is the concept, and all I'm thinking is train wreck.
I don't think it's going to be a train wreck. I think it's going to be gloriously stupid.
Yeah.
But I think they're playing off of the gloriously stupid part.
Exactly. It's going to be a mock you. A mock.
A parody of
Parody.
Twilight.
Yes.
That's hopefully better than the actual parodies of Twilight.
Oh God, please.
I hope. Personally, I can't wait to see Cthulhu get his own Twilightization.
No.
You're not supposed to speak the name of Cthulhu. That's the whole point of the mythos, Richard. You should know that. You've actually read Lovecraft.
I have read Lovecraft, yes, I
You're
have.
not supposed to speak the name of the beast.
Well, I just did.
Beans. Sorry, they've been bugging me.
Just gonna edit that out, or
No.
No. Continue to speak the name of the beast, Richard. Tempt fate, if you will.
okay.
Just do it away from me.
Doesn't matter. He's big enough. He can just eat this entire cul-de-sac.
He would eat the entire block.
Yeah.
Hence why it's pointless because.
Maybe I do a little dance. I don't know why we're doing a little dance.
So we're stopping.
I don't feel like getting up yet.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we're stopping the video here.
Okay.
Alright, what are we seeing next week? Oh, we're gonna see Last Stand on Thursday probably. But he won't be there. And then next week is what is coming? What's next week?
Oh God, I have no idea.
Oh, Hansel and Gretel.
No, that's at the end of the month.
And next,
next
there's only one more weekend this month. Cause the 31st is on a Thursday.
No, January.
You know there's a D in Django, right? It's silent.
I'm not spelling Django.
Yes, but I saw Google suggestions and it said Django without the D.
The D is silent.
The D is silent.
You made me forget what I was doing. Releases. Oh wait, hold on. Go back. Movie phone. Movie phone is always helpful, useful. I have an app for that. Nope. I kind of want to see that, but I don't think
I
I
keep
will.
hearing it's good.
Gangster Squad?
No, Zero Dark 30. Struck by Lightning. Mama, Broken City. Oh, that's the Russell Crowe movie. Last Stand. Officer Dan.
It is Hansel and Gretel coming out next week.
Oh.
Oh wait, when is John Dies Day coming out? Oh, it's same also next week. Ooh, which one should we see?
Well,
We're
if
seeing
John
Hansel
Dies
and
at the
Gretel.
End doesn't come out next week, then maybe.
It does come out
It
next
does
week.
come out next week.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't come out,
In our theater.
Oh, yeah.
because it's possible it's in the release.
Yeah, probably. I've always, yeah, probably. No, I know. You and me see John Dies Day on Saturday, after we go to Denny's and eat that cheese sandwich.
I'm actually gonna be.
All right, you've got your magic thing.
What's in February? Let's continue.
Oh, because that zombie movie comes out on.
He's still dead, but he's getting warmer. Ha ha ha.
See, that's because the zombie movie comes out on.
Oh,
the
that's
first.
the new movie.
Oh, I want to see that too,
Chris
stand up,
Rock.
guys. I
Is
want
it-
to see that before we see that.
Is anyone gonna stop the video?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna stop when we're dancing.
Yeah.
Beautiful creatures. No.